You get the vibes anytime when you want. You know that is yours. Feels like we running 100 miles an hour, trying to explore. Oh yeah, I need your loving. You're sweet just like honey. Heaven sent, girl, you know you got it all. You got it all. You got it all. Anytime, any place, babe, you got me running out, coming back for more. It's your candy rain, oh no. It's your candy rain, oh no. With you is where I wanna be, girl. I'ma take you down to this frequency. It's your candy rain, oh no. It's your candy rain. In tune, can't let this time go to waste.
Mic check 1, 2. Check. Welcome back to the King Status Podcast with me, your host, Mr. Moore the King, 1/3 of the dynamic trio, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. You already know what's going on.
Jay Duce.
If I do say so myself. Welcome back to the King Status Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in and like, comment, subscribing, and if that makes sense. But thank y'all for returning back to view us. We greatly appreciate it. I'm stumbling over my words. I don't know why. I'm just in a good mood. But we thank y'all for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All the info is down in the description below. How y'all fellas feeling?
I'm good. How you?
I'm cool. How y'all week go?
My week is cool. It was long, man. It was long. You know.
I mean, yeah.
No, it was cool though. I got to see family. I was in Jersey for a little minute, so that was always it's always a good thing. One thing I really didn't realize, like I underestimated my effect on the fam and stuff like that. Like the way that everybody missed me and stuff, like just doing certain stuff. Even like some of my baby cousins, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it was cool though, man. It's good times, good vibes.
What about you, Mr. Duce?
Oh man, recorded for my pod, your friendly neighborhood podcast on Sunday. Then my girl delivered a baby right after Saturday. I have no clue what I did, and then other than that, I mean, working, grinding, trying to just continue chasing the dream like you two fellas. So
yeah,
ain't shit going on.
What about you?
Oh no, I just been still working,
picking things up and putting them down.
I mean that too. That's a everyday thing. So you gotta clean up. Sometimes you gotta put a little here, put a little there, pick a little up there. Oh, great. Excellent. Cool. Party over. No. But again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. I wanted to go back to a topic. It's been a lot of this talk amongst conversations I've been having, not so much in current events, but and I know we talked about this before, but I wanted to get back to it, really talk about real things. And what does success look like to y'all? Because I feel like that conversation's been coming up again, whether people are talking about money, where they want to be in life, where they have been, where they progress from, if they did progress. What does success look like to y'all?
I got we be having these kind of talks on the regular when we be chopping it up off cam and stuff. But for me, it's just whatever it is for you personally. I feel like I used to look at success through the lenses of millionaires or those people that's it's only super small percentages of. I used to think being successful was I have to be rich to be successful, or now what I'm saying is I just feel like it's just whatever it is for you. I don't think success really has I don't want to say it don't have a look, but at the same time it's not through the lenses of everybody else's. It's whatever it is for you. So I feel whatever it is that you do that it makes you happy, you thrive in, if it generates you it generates you money, if it just everything that whatever it is that you going for yourself,
it ain't so the diamonds, the rubies, and the jacuzzis.
I mean, listen, if that's what it is, it could be, if that's what you look at
and
it
make all the fine ladies come and get bucket naked.
Hey. I mean, it come with a certain lifestyle if you can make it there, but I won't hold that as success, because not everybody can do that. So I don't want to call everybody else a failure if they don't make it to that. So
What about you, Mr. Duce?
Re-ask the question for me, good brother.
What does success look like to you? What's your definition of success?
My definition of success for me, or for a broad topic, like for myself personally,
How do you define it?
how I would define success is every day you wake up and you do not have to have this, like you don't carry those stresses on you. Like success for me is when I wake up and I'm not so focused on the future that I'm not paying attention to the present. Like I'm when you're able to live in your regular day life and not have to think about any of the things that we stress ourselves about, that's success. Whoever, I don't think it's a monetary level. I don't think it's a career level. I think it's that level when you can just honestly wake up like when you weren't a kid. You could just wake up and whatever you want to do today, you just did.
Right.
You didn't have to worry about this getting paid or what's going on here or what's going on here. You're successful when you can just wake up and live your life how you choose to.
Yeah, I agree with you because I'm one of those. I believe the way I define it is when you wake up and you get paid to do what you love at a pace you want to, and you get to do what you want to do. And like if you love it, if you get paid to do what you love, that's success to me.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter what level it is, and if it's something you dreamed of doing and you're able to do it, that's success to me. That's how I define it. And the way it looks, everybody just looks differently. So mine and Jay's are like the way, like he said, is like, yo, sometimes mine is like being able to wake up and be able to work on my own things and be able to get paid for that. And like, because I'm really one of those, I believe if you got a small business and you make enough, like you profit enough to where you could pay a bill,
Right.
like you could pay a bill, and I think you're successful because that means like you're on your way. Because all you can do is try to figure it out. As long as you keep at the pace and keep going and keep pushing forward, like yo, you're gonna get to the point where you paying everything with it, like through it, so that to me is real success, like how I define it.
And yeah, and even that pay part, it's whatever you deem that is. That's just not money. Like some people get paid in just love and admiration, and that's what it is, or finishing the glory. Like it's people who may hike mountains in Fiji that's all they do. They only make enough money to get to the next hike, but they're successful. They're at peace. They're doing what they love to do and have no strings attached to them. Like I feel like a lot of the strings attached to it, which is kind of what pulls from that success. Like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. And I'm kind of like, success for me is also peace of mind.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I think that's the umbrella that it all falls under.
Which is why I said like if you get to wake up and like especially if you get paid to do something you love, like I feel like that is so that got to be so dope to me. Like just the feeling of that piece. Like yo, I get to get paid to do what I would do for free, basically.
Yeah,
And I think like I feel like you can be successful in like the thing like it's kind of like I guess it's all tying into the same like as far as like reaching goals. I feel like reaching your goals make you successful because that's the things that you're trying to you're trying to reach like towards and to get you to a certain like a certain I guess like to a certain peak in your own life like.
And I forgot to do this on camera. I know it's in the middle. Shout out to DJ Magic on the ones and twos over there. Yeah. Y'all can't see her, but
hey, yo.
Shout out to you know how we are over here. So
you know what I'm saying, latest addition to the Prolific Design team. We over here grinding and building, man. It's gonna get crazier and crazier. We're gonna keep grinding.
Hey,
another one.
Hey,
another one.
I don't believe I asked that.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Nah, shout out DJ Magic in the background on the ones and twos.
Twos and the ones.
But one of the other conversations I had, and it's always makes me look back on things to make me feel like, cause I'm one of those people. I feel like every time I feel like if I had to go backwards, it's like a fail to me. I know some things like it's different if circumstances are completely out of your control. Like if like your house burned down, God forbid, knock on wood, anything. But it was like, and your circumstances change, like where you would have to relocate or something and start over. But I feel like, yo, if you stepped out of something and you go back to it, like you stepped out of it because you were ready to progress, and then now it's like because something didn't work out, you immediately go back. And and I hope that this ties into what I'm saying. What I'm about to ask is like, what are some things in the past, like maybe let's say 5 years that y'all have accomplished that still show today? Like what are some things? I've been having a lot of conversations.
For me, it would be my ability to lead others. Like over my last.
Hold on, let me. It
Preference.
could be anything, like anything that would like. So like, I'm gonna
was
just
gonna
give you a
ask
quick
you that.
example. Like you could say like, yo, you started prolific design. Yo, you became a father. Like things like that. Like anything.
Yeah, I was going
Anything
all the way
that's
back to the beginning of the five. Beginning of this five.
Excuse me.
It started with like leadership for me. Like that kind of turned into everything that you kind of just were talking about, like how I got to the studio and how I got to like even in my relationship having a child. Like me taking control of my life was kind of like the big thing. Like before, I kind of just was a passenger on the train of my life. Like I was doing what you're supposed to do. You gotta go to college. You gotta do this. You gotta get a job. You gotta do all this grinding. And then I kind of just broke the mold when it kind of was like enough for me. Like I'm working 3 jobs to stay in school for what? Like why? What is the? What am I doing with this? I'm just on a conveyor belt to continue. This nigga, yo.
No, because I can like see what he's thinking. Like, continue.
So I'm on this conveyor belt of just like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you got to do to get to where you want to get. And I just kind of like stopped that, focused my energy in one thing, exceeded at that, and that turned into me going to Vegas on my company's dime, meeting the love of my life, and having a child. Then that relationship bringing together, able for me to pour into my dreams, which would start like getting into this media game. However, I felt like in tech game, like all this is multiple dreams of mine coming together in once, which podcasting kind of encompasses. That's why I love it so much.
Okay, handsome.
Thank you.
See, look, you learn and see when I be saying that stuff like on here, like I'm like, bro, embrace it.
Now for me, just kind of like a little bit of the same, just like kind of just taking like a lot of like the personal stuff like more serious. But like for me, it was just more like just going to therapy to try to find like where to start like for myself. Like
That's big for black people.
Yeah.
That's big.
I would say like this we get into our little disclaimer real quick. Where the camera at? Which one? Nah, but I would just say like for me, just waking up one day, just randomly, just feeling like yo something was off, like, and I just felt like I just needed help. Like I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go, and I just like was like yo, I just need to go to therapy. Like I need somebody to just help me try to fix like what's going on like in my own brain, cause what I'm doing it ain't cutting it right now. So like for me, so like going to therapy, it kind of helped like declutter a lot of things that I was holding on to, and a lot of things that like I didn't have to stress over, or like the things that we kind of already know, but they like really help you like learn how to get it off you and teach you like techniques and like things of that nature. So for me, it started with that, and then it's over the last couple of years just learning how to refocus. Like I feel like now building off of like my last year, like I just been learning how to like refocus my energy, and like how y'all saying, just put it into one thing first so I can ultimately get to the second thing for everything to play out better. So instead of like trying to do 100 different things all at once, and you can't really put your energy into like you can't put it all into so much different things and think that you're going to get a positive like outcome, because like if your energy traveling so many different ways, it's like I can't give my all to something to finish. So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm like, bro, I'm in my head like, where did he go with this? Like, I'm like,
Dog, I thought Marcus was about to say, shut the fuck up.
no, I was really like,
Because you
I was
always
like-
get him with it sometimes.
no,
I
because
thought
he
was
started-
like, I got you now.
He started going in depth. I'm like,
Hey, you
like
asked.
this is getting like, I was like,
Nah.
I just asked a simple
Hey,
question.
man, he said he need this.
I started feeling like I had to really,
Hey, that was
I had to
for the
really be,
people.
I had to really be there for a
so-
second. Like,
That was for the people.
do you need someone to talk to?
All off me.
Hilarious. hilarious, dog.
See, look, that
Hilarious.
toxic black masculinity. Look, see, look, I just did this. I said, do you need to talk to somebody?
I just
And
said,
you know
"Don't
what
touch
he
me."
said?
I said, don't touch me.
Yeah, see, he's like,
That's cool.
toxic masculinity.
I didn't
See,
say
look, they be talking about you.
I didn't say I didn't need nobody to talk to. I just said don't touch me.
Yeah. I agree with him. Shit. Hey, man. You don't want to
Get
be
your
touched. You don't
get your
wanna be
grown
touched.
man
Look,
hands off.
that toxic masculinity.
He said your hands
You know,
with the supple
everybody
enough.
expert on that. Like,
Put your hands with the supple enough. Go get some of that M. Gotti. That M. Gotti. Shea
Hey.
butter. You know what I'm saying? Treat them hands good,
Your
brother.
hands ain't subtle enough.
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you want to have rough hands, huh?
I mean, like, I don't know.
Fuck
you
that
know,
nigga.
You
I
know,
like-
we from a different time, so when you
I'm about to say,
when
hey,
when
speak for
another man
yourself.
get told like, oh, your hands nice and supple like a lady, like, shit ain't no compliment.
I mean, it technically is a compliment, but it
ain't-
kind of
it
is
ain't-
fighting words a little like "fuck you" mean like thank you, but
It's
nigga,
it's
no.
a compliment. It just ain't where you wanted to come.
Yeah, like why you thinking about a lady while I'm shaking your
No,
hand?
'cause that's one thing Miss Deb did tell you at the end. She was like, oh, you
Absolutely.
got soft hands, baby. Like,
She
I
said
was
that's
that.
a compliment,
She also
man.
said it'll take you a long way.
you know how shocked women be when they touch your hand and it's not crazy.
Listen,
You ain't got calluses and shit. Like,
Actually, I
damn,
do.
like, yo,
I'm about to say,
they
actually,
said
I
that.
do.
I looked at my hand like you
they
can
got a
see
callus
it
right
play.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
You know,
that shea
I tend
butter.
to get smelly when
Usually
I'm
that shea
pumping
butter
out.
right behind you. Whenever if you need some shea butter, brother, it's right behind you. You know what I'm saying? Hit up that
I mean, I usually, come on,
mgottibeauty.com.
man. Y'all making me laugh too much. Now I'm sweating again.
Hey,
About to go
yo.
sit in front of that
It's
air.
a crazy correlation. How much of your body
See, oh my
how much of
God.
your body move when you laugh? Marcus' whole body, he be a workout, nigga. Fuck this shit. Hilarious. Keep it going. Another one.
Look, I'm cooking over here again.
Hey, yo.
man, sit still.
Know what I'm saying? We in,
Shit,
we
I
in
was
this
trying
Philly
to
heat
be
wave. We in this Philly heat. It'll cool down. Then it get cold down. It take a little while.
Listen, now I gotta sit still, like completely still to cool down. You know, there's light on me too.
Come on, answer your own question.
Oh shoot, dang. Oh no. You ain't have to slap my hand though. That's that toxic masculinity stuff again. See, look, can't even be friendly. Like we can't just be. He could have put his hand on my
Come on,
shoulder
don't
like
touch
this. Answer your question. Answer the question. All this toxic masculinity.
This is
You-
the dynamic
you
we was
wanna-
waiting for. I think we found our set. You niggas next to each other. It's
You
hilarious.
know the definition of toxic masculinity. DJ Magic, cue on this guy, please.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
No, but looking at the camera, she did it so perfect. She did it so perfect.
I had to. That's why I paused. So I was like, let me give her a second, like to like catch on. Hey, yo, that's funny. Hey, yo.
But you talk a lot about toxic that before. Answer the question, but I have a question for you after you answer it, motherfucker.
Oh my
After
God,
you
here we
answer,
go.
like-
I'm gonna teach y'all another thing before I answer this question.
Like,
When
how do
J-
you feel about that word toxic? I want to, because it's,
All right,
it's
let me
something
know.
that's more, it's new. Like, it's not like something we grew up with. But go ahead and answer the first question, too.
Oh no, I was just saying. Some things.
You don't know.
No, I had to remember. I don't remember. Come on.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to answer.
I was sweating.
We about to cut and everybody about to be straightforward.
I'm
Mark's
done.
about to cuss niggas out on the break. Hold on, y'all. Calm the fuck down with the laughter. Let me get my shit off.
Nah, I'm hollering. But nah, I would say, of course, being starting a family, building a family. I got back, started getting myself back in shape, stopped making them excuses.
Your fat ass.
That-
All right, my fault. All right.
But he wasn't even saying
but
He was kidding.
we about to go right into your question.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I became an author. Started my media company as well. Started a podcast. Oh, I thought I was gonna get some claps off that. But like,
I was going to do a drop for you.
See, the nigga in me wanted to go, and then you supposed to say start another podcast, and then I was going.
Well, yeah. King Status podcast. Q. You know what, Jay? Let's just get in your question. Like, y'all gonna make me laugh.
No, finish. What else? What else?
Man.
Another one.
Can we just get into
That's
your
the title
question?
of this episode. Like that, another one.
Yeah, we'll just get into your question. What was your question? Toxic masculinity?
Like, how do
No,
y'all feel
man.
about toxicity as a whole as it applies to relationships? Like right now, it's used as a blanket word to describe any behavior that people don't feel is becoming to somebody in a relationship. They call women toxic for what they do. They call us toxic for what we do sometimes. Then they call the whole relationship toxic if they see both of y'all doing the same shit together. But like, did we have a word for that before? Like, or like, I don't know. Like
Dysfunction, possibly?
possibly.
I feel like it was just, it's one of them things that we always grew up in and never realized it until like
Yeah.
but I also do think we're like kind of globalizing and like making it bigger than what it actually is, like just by the word as well though. But I do think like how you said, I feel like it was more like we just looked at it as like, yo, it's just dysfunction.
Yeah.
So like I think it's always been here, but I think like the word kind of just like it started off kind of funny, it kind of got glorified a little bit, and then like it took it took on like a little world of its own. So
you know how everybody is when they learn a new word, learn a new way of saying it, then that becomes a thing. What Jay was alluding to, like, yo, we wasn't saying this 10 years ago, like,
right.
So that's why I was like,
But I wonder if
dysfunction
we
possibly?
had. I feel like we didn't have a word for it. That's what I'm saying. Even dysfunction is kind of separate. Like that behavior, I feel like the word and the behavior kind of came together. Like it wasn't like a thing we wanted to glorify. Like even toxic people kind of like being toxic now.
Right.
Like it's something people want to be called. Like yo, you toxic, or that toxic ass relationship where we love each other. Like man, you fucking business. Like
I feel like it got a lot to do with like, hey, that's cool, I've been there. But like I
I
feel
know
like
you've been there. You just did it. You just showed it.
nah, but I feel like it's I feel like it's one of them things. Like I feel like the reason why we kind of like embrace it a little because we always been that way, quote unquote. Like so, like I like it's like one of them things is like yo, I already been like this, so it ain't really no point in changing it. Just saying like how people think or whatever, but. I feel like it's just one of those situations where it just been around for so long and people be like so stuck in their ways. It's like, oh, well, if this is the word for it, so be it. Like,
Yeah,
So-
because I would probably say one of the things that I would probably say we probably all did have our traits like back then that we didn't realize it. Because one of the things I realized talking to other younger people now is like, yo, the narcissism we probably carried. Like when I heard some of the people do, I was like, yo, was I that bad too? Like because now like how we was talking about like, yo, sometimes these kids like. These young people, they be in their relationship just so angry. Like, what are you so angry about? Like, what? Like, they say, somebody could be like, yo, that chair is sturdy. It was soft when I got on it. Yeah, but it's sturdy to me. Well, it was soft when I got on it. Like, it's like, I'm not saying I was that bad, but it was like we seen people like that.
right.
And that's why I'm like, yo, what are you so angry about? Anything? I don't know if DJ Magic over there ever dealt with something like that. Like, she looked like she might. Popped a few people a couple of times.
That made me just think about that. The one joint I told you about the like how I gave you the example. They was saying like the sky bib.
No, say it, because that's just funny when you act it out.
I was about to say I don't know if I can still do it as good as that. But more or less like it was something. It was literally like I can't make this up either. Like I was in the car listening to two people like kind of go back and forth arguing, and it was literally something like that they both didn't know, but. Like people was just getting super angry about it. So I always say like it was something like as simple as like, yo, the sky being blue, and it was like, well, how do you know the sky was blue? And it was like, well, because I saw it. And it was like, what? But how do you know? Like, and it was just like, well, I don't know. It was like, so why would you say that? I'm like, bro,
bro, you're not doing what you said he did.
I can't remember. That's why I said I'm like.
No, he was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, nah.
When you act that shit,
I was
I'm
about
like,
to say now that you say it definitely do. Just hit back like that. It was like she was like she fed him some information. She said, "How you know that?" She was like, "Cause I saw it on like YouTube or so." She said, "But did you see it for yourself?" Like, no. So why would you say it? Because I just shut the fuck up. Like, no, but shut up. I'm like, oh wow. Like,
no,
all right. Like,
that's some toxic shit. Like,
no, that was like some of the worst I
One
ever
of
seen.
the things
like,
I be thinking is like was toxic that I be feeling bad when I see people that like really hit on each other, like they really hit each other. Because I seen that they start out from like that playful hit and then it really got serious and things got abusive. Like that's why I always say like why I don't think that stuff is cool at all. Like on no parties. That's why I was glad our homie when he got in this situation and when he told me that was happening, he said nah when she did that and I was like over with. 'Cause
Yeah.
I said that's still a form of like.
abuse.
Disrespect.
I'm about to say that's a form of abuse.
Yeah, that too.
period.
But it, like it's, I think it's
well,
very disrespectful too.
Absolutely. I don't think we definitely ain't promoting no men putting their hands on women, but especially women too. Like, yo, y'all got to learn how to chill as well, bro. Like,
Everybody
'cause
keep
not
their
everybody-
fucking hands to themselves.
Nah, for sure.
And that
Nah, for
and
sure.
that's where it go for me. Unless
Yeah.
you in like an organized situation.
I just say because everybody was raised differently. There's some men that's literally never gonna like no matter what you do to them, they might never ever put their hands on you back. No matter if you swinging on them, you hit them with stuff like they just might got the inner will to walk away somehow, run out the door, whatever it is, stop you from however they're gonna do it. And then there's people that's okay, you want to act like a man, cool. Like, and I'm not saying that's all right at all. Like, I'm just being transparent here because it is people that will just react like, oh, she just trying to take me out. I'm gonna get her first, like, and then
Same way we heard females say, "Oh, I fight like a dude," and you'll hear somebody in back like, and you're gonna get put like one too.
like
That's why I say like, yo, some people they ain't gonna hesitate. They
I
immediately
hate that
going
shit.
to.
Gotta be funny and it's really not
Yeah,
funny.
because I
bro,
mean,
like,
as a nigga that knows some women that could put some niggas down, hey nigga, what?
Yeah, and
that's
that's
say,
why
it ain't
that's
that
why I'm
sweet
saying.
for everybody.
no,
like,
you absolutely. I'm about to say I got family.
my honor get.
I'm about to say I got an aunt that's the same way. Like she got a couple
Yeah,
guys.
I seen her play with them too with somebody. He didn't know. Like she smooth hit him with the pop like he was saying, "Oh, you ain't see that one." I'm like, he definitely didn't. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. What to say, bro? I got an aunt. Really, she really is like.
All you hear is boop bop boop. All you gonna hear is ooh ah ooh. Jay don't remember what that's from.
No, I don't. Elaborate.
Big T. You ain't no battle rap fan, man. Wait, did you even answer your own question?
I don't think so.
I do not think I did. I am trying
Okay.
to get my life together on this phone right now. But my question of what I believe, what about talk? I kind of did. I was answering while I was doing it though. Like as y'all was talking, I
what
was
was it
ad
again?
libbing onto it. But it just was that I think it's something that it came about the same time. Like, yo, as the words getting used, the behavior kind of got indifferent. Like we were acted a certain way, but it kind of got glorified with the word.
Yeah.
Like toxic behavior is something that we kind of it's not nothing that's shunned to me. It's something that's put right there. Like it's kind of like the most sought after shit.
Yeah.
You gonna be real. People do it to go viral. People do it to get on TV, music.
Yeah, that's
all
that's
of
a
that
fact.
is toxic behavior. And as the word came, the behavior just kind of even freaking
Yeah.
how people like we were just talking earlier about the young lady who was missing, and now the story was kind of, oh, she was found, and that wasn't good enough to me, and now people are adding the story onto, well, what if she was lying? And
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy to me. That's some toxic shit to me. That somebody was missing,
Yeah.
and whatever how I found, but now everybody's attention has shifted to, well, let's make this into a negative scenario for this young lady. Even now, if it is, I will address it then. But currently, all we know is that she was maybe adopted and got home.
And you definitely know, like, and when you keep your silence, people have to make up a story now. Like when they don't
Absolutely.
got the answers, they got to start making up stories. And you know, when the hate don't work, they start telling
I was
lies.
gonna say that too, but
You wasn't gonna say that. Stop lying.
you're right.
But nah, that'd be messed up. Like we were saying, like that'll really be messed up if it was fake. I don't believe it was, but if it did come out that it was, that's really messed up
Yeah,
to do to people, especially as black folks, like who really did care and really were happy that you made it back, because that's a situation most people don't make it back from.
Ain't we in the spotlight enough, bro? I don't think like we should be qualified to be doing that type of stuff, like faking our own, like faking abductions and stuff. Like it's starting to get next level. Like it's like what you said too. It's like, bro, things being like toxic behavior. It's like, yo, clout is like the new toxic wave. Like it's just So I just pray that, like you said, I just pray that it's not that, and that like people wasn't like raising money for no GoFundMe's to try to get people to look
Well,
for.
I don't know if they did because it's possible it could be out. It could.
Yeah,
be out
and that's
there.
what I'm saying. Like you said, I'm like, bro, I just hope and pray that it's not, because that ain't right, bro. Like,
yeah, because then you definitely do take away from
The re-
those who really go through it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, those are real life situations that people don't make it back from, and it's a very, very scary situation to be in. Like a lot of us praying, hope, wish, like we never have to know anybody that really had to go through that,
Yeah.
or somebody close to us. So that's why I was like, yo, I would definitely that'd definitely be heartbreaking too. Like if it was fake, but I don't think it was. Like I'm gonna just say I don't believe it was. I
me
believe
neither.
I was
don't
about
think
to
it
say,
was fake.
I'm kind of glad that I'm like a little bit like don't have like enough information for a super output, like to give it like a super, because I'm.
It's more
stuff-
because
stuff-
I definitely don't want to believe that.
Yeah,
that,
and I was about to
that's
say,
what it
because
is,
I
so.
don't like, I would hate to get into all of that, and it unfolds like in a negative way as far as like it being fake and stuff. Like I don't like us getting older, bro. I don't like, my heart can't handle stuff like being like that. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like you said, it's like, yo, it's babies that getting abducted. It's real people out here, like grown women, kids, like.
And then, like you said, like don't we got the attention enough? Like, so, and then now you're gonna put that more on us to make us not be taken more seriously. Because Jay, was it you, or did I just see like people saying that like they should have had the same effort they did with finding the people in that submarine?
No, I didn't say or retweet that, but that's an interesting thought for something that is completely separate and different. Like under the ocean with pressure, and they found pieces of the submarine. Like what you think they turned into, like Aquaman or mermaids and shit? Like they can swim, or they're in the middle of the fucking ocean trying to get to the Titanic. I don't think we could have found them in that same way. Like, and once you die, you dead weight, your body sinks.
No, we're just saying like people are saying it should have been the same effort finding her the same way finding the submarine.
Oh, well, I mean, you mean like coverage wise? Because I saw the whole people, like they had the whole search party out for
I
her.
couldn't
like,
remember if you
it's a whole
said it,
different-
because it sounded like something you would have said. That's why maybe why I thought I talked to you
yo.
about it, but
It sounded like some black shit that you would say, like. But I mean, no, I mean, I don't. I like things to be like what they're supposed to be coverage wise. That was a local story that kind of got grown big, but it didn't take over our whole mass media like that OceanGate shit did. Like that shit took over the media for like kind of how Keke Palmer did. We talked about Keke for 2 weeks. That's when I think the system is broken. Not when something happens, you blow it up, and then it goes back to its local level. Like they kept looking at their news was reporting every day, but it wasn't something that we had to go on CNN.
sounds sexy to me.
Oh, that one is a little okay. Trying to figure out how that works out in my brain. That one's that sounds okay.
I don't know. That's a,
I feel like Eddie's about to explain how it was sexy. Like, yeah, no, I feel like it could get sexy. Like,
Bro, I do that stuff purposely because I look at like how Jay's eyes go, like he'll be like.
I'm figuring out like, well, did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Nah, but yeah, that's one of them things. Like, yeah, just going back to that, like us as black folks, like I don't want to be. I definitely am not one to believe that it isn't true, because us all sitting here, and everybody in this room,
including Magic.
we love our black women. I love black women. I love the way you look. I love the way you smell. I love the way you carry yourself, your confidence. I love everything about you.
Except the stinking ass attitude. Say,
Oh,
nah, it's like,
no. See? That toxic,
Clip it.
He's by himself with that,
Hey, man.
toxic masculinity
That's
stuff.
cool.
Him.
Hey, my black women know they can take a joke.
Yeah,
They call us angry black men's.
yeah. I don't think Magic like that over there though. Like,
She giggles.
Support. I feel like he wanted her to do it too. Like, no, all right, cool. It's
She's like,
straight.
nah, I'm gonna lift this fist on him when it's over for saying
No,
that.
but I kind of agree. Like some things, it's fine. That's a fine joke to joke about, as long as we also do the work to make sure, like you said, we still love them.
Yeah.
We try and make sure they have a soft life. We try and make sure
Absolutely.
we kind of get rid of the society stigma, because like it's crazy for the smartest people on the planet to be having these things still put upon them. Like black women, by numbers,
Facts.
are the smartest people on the planet,
Facts.
and that's that. It gets changed until, well, now they angry, or now they this, or now they that, when
Facts.
they are just women, like they're humans like everybody the fuck else.
Right.
Protect our black queens for sure.
Without a doubt.
For
I'm
sure.
Mr. Mortar King, and I approve this message.
And I'm Playboy. And I'm
Go ahead and say some more toxic messages.
Nah, you already painted me to be a bad guy. It's cool. Watch this.
Nah,
It's
you
next.
know, I can't
Wait till
stand
the next episode.
You know, I can't. You know me. I can't stand some of these because I said that's one of them topics that everybody think they're an expert on. I'm like, bro, half of the people when I hear them talk about it, I say it don't sound like you really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just me. You know, I don't like. I know we're a podcast, but these other podcasts don't listen to everything they say. Like some of them, they'll say things just
Like
to
who?
get people. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I know you're
Listen,
I ain't
over
gonna
here
do
at King
that.
Status, you
I
can
told
listen
you
to
about
everything we
by episode 100, he gonna be like, man, fuck them bitch ass. Watch. Man.
Nah, it is some corny stuff that I'll be seeing, and then I was having that conversation earlier.
Speaking
too.
of that,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
no,
Because mine's is funny. Yours, go ahead.
No,
First.
no, go ahead.
No,
then.
no, stay serious. Because once I get funny, we gotta stay funny. So go.
But see, look, because now I'm throwing off. What was I saying?
You didn't get your say it.
No, because it was a conversation I was having
There
earlier.
you go.
Spit it out.
Man, I just said I'm trying to remember. Like, that's why I said, Jake, just go. Like I
So,
drew a blank.
did y'all see the clip going around of light skinned Keisha and her dude, and he's talking about like, dog, if I cheat on you, you not leaving me.
I seen that. I definitely
did see it.
that.
And
that was kinda crazy.
That kind of goes in this toxic conversation because
Uh-oh.
it's that's a crazy thing to tell somebody, to tell them to their face, like, dog, because of the money I put into you is why you got to stay with me. That's
He said he was like just playing into the show because he said he knows like on a personal level like that's not true, but he played into the show. So I don't know.
wasn't he the same boy that was in the car telling everybody about tricking too though?
I don't
I'm
know.
about to say,
I just saw Ryan Davis do a skit, like do a little video about him, and I saw that he said those were two of the same person. You know, the boy that was like, he was in the car talking about, yo, fellas, leave the ladies alone that want like men to pay for everything for him. We perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
That came out right
I know-
after.
I
They
know
said
what you're
that was
talking
him
about.
too. So it was kind of, it seems, I understand what you're saying, that he might have turned it on for the episode, but when you kind of get to the discussion, I kind of feel like he believed that in some kind of way, because even to the next thing you're talking about is tricking, and I don't know, I got to look more into their story, because I don't know, maybe he might be big in her development. Like,
Do you think some men believe that like to a degree?
without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Like-
Some men
like-
do believe
like
it
we
even
do.
without the money. Some
Absolutely.
men just believe because of who I was in your life, or because I'm in your life, means you're not going nowhere.
Listen,
Which could be right. Which could be right. I'm not saying they just gonna let you walk all over them, but they
Man.
might let one slide.
They might be having something on the side too. So like,
Hey,
I'm about to say, listen, I worked
enter
at a
at your
night-
own risk.
I worked
Yeah.
at a nightclub. I seen it like get like that to where people think they can buy women drinks and it's you my property now. Like
gotta follow
it
them around
is.
the whole club.
I don't know. It's
because
definitely
of that.
yeah, true. I do remember that. I
But-
don't know. I don't know. I
Y'all
feel like
can't
that's
tell that
definitely
story.
no. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was just like one of our homegirls. We was it was his birthday. We was out at a nightclub.
My 22nd birthday.
Oh,
Maybe
okay, that was-
22nd or 23rd, maybe probably 22nd.
One of them. It was one of them real early, early on.
But we just had a homegirl that was like, she was with us and stuff like that. You know, she playing her part. She cute. You feel me? People offering her drinks. You feel me? You know, I'll take a drink or two. But I guess when she came back to the section with us and stuff like that, he was just lingering around. So was he the
No,
same dude?
we didn't. Well, no, not when everything really happened. That was his man's.
that was walking past, like doing that?
Yeah, the first guy wasn't the guy at the end. His peoples was the one at the end. like when shit really happened. He was just drunk and all that and around. And
No,
because
was he the one that was walking past like when we was trying to
yeah,
take the
that's what I
pics?
said in the beginning. Yeah, it was him, but after it wasn't. But he just like, this is why I don't like, I give people their respect. If I see people take a picture, I'll walk around, or I won't walk through them, because I said that's how that happened. Because we all like, it's my birthday. We trying to have a good old time. We really having a good time too.
Word.
And
it was
we
lit
all
that
taking
night, too.
we taking all these pictures, and then like I think me and the girl in the middle, we was trying to take a picture, and the dude just kept walking in front of us like multiple times. Like, you let it slide the first time, then he did it again. So now we like, and then he did it again. And then it was like, yo, what's up with him? So Ed says to my brother, he's like, yo, you know this guy? But Ed probably didn't realize, like, the way he pointed, it was like right in this dude's face, basically, like, you know this guy? Like, and then he got mad at that, and then he started talking shit, and then it was just like, whatever. But he was drunk, and because the girl with us, she said, like, yo, he thought he could just follow us around because he bought me a couple drinks. So we just like, so when security come, we just like, yo, just get him away from us. We trying to have a good time. Like, just like get him away. He, like, whatever. Like, you don't even got to throw him out. Just get him away from us. Like, whatever. Yeah. So like, and I ain't gonna lie, this is one of them situations like where like I was like, it was my birthday, so I'm really trying to have a good time. So now I'm like kind of trying to bring it down. So I go on the other side of the club, like where my other homies are. So we actually go out, like me and my other homie, our homie Mike, Jay, for like just to give you a few characters. So we go outside. When I'm talking to my other man, so this guy's homies come out. So he's walking up like on Mike, and like we were saying, like ain't nothing, like Mike ain't sweet, like, so it's like he cool as hell, but he ain't sweet. So like dude walking up like in his face, so Mike like, what's up, like. So then we turn, go to them, they start jumping off, my other homie get in, and then it just went from there. But and it was funny because I said because, well, you gotta tell it from like your side, Ed, because like you came out later.
Yep.
Because like just for people that just saying, like, because I chose to go walk out the club with my other homies, like that was there for me. So like he's still with my brother in the section. Ed is.
Yeah. So it was just weird because like, when y'all all left, everything was just cool. It died down, but like, I guess once all the commotion started with y'all in the hallway, we just see a lot of people start running, and then for me personally, it was just like where bro at? Like I know that they had kind of slid off, but I kind of seen like one of y'all through like the cracks of like all between. I just remember just running completely out the joint. Like me and bro, we just ran out there. Like I'm like, yo, bro, that's bro. Like we just ran out there and shit. Like.
It was funny because by the time you got out there too, it's like you started moving to security, like. But that shit was like, I remember one of the dudes. It looked like, I'm looking over. It looked like this thing came out the sky, like he came in jumping in, like. I said that shit was fun. But it was like that was one of them nights like where I said like, yo, like that's why I don't walk in front of people's pictures. I was like, yo, because you do that enough, somebody gonna say something, like it'd be. But I still don't like when people do it though.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, because that shit is.
That's just all from somebody thinking they can just buy a female a drink, like, and be the property for the night type stuff. Like,
yeah, and
I'm big on get the fuck away from me. I can't imagine no shit like. I don't like niggas in the club near me. I don't know. Like it's that level for like I'm very friendly now, better than I was younger.
Yeah.
So like, and I don't go out that much, but like, that's why I'm big on sections now. Like people would be like, "Oh, why you spending money on a section?" I'd rather have my little piece of the club that's mine. Uh-huh. So like, if anything happens, it's because we allowed, like, we didn't catch it in time. It's our mistake, rather than I'm showing the floor and somebody really got animosity towards you for their own reasons. Yeah. And you don't see it coming. It's a little bump with your shoulder here. Yeah. And then liquor get involved.
Dance with a nigga girl and you don't even know.
It could be a whole different person that bump you, but by that third bump, you're like, all right, fuck it, it's on now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I was just saying that to my brother the other day. I said, bro, I ain't trying to be walking around. You know, I was like, I don't be wanting to walk around. Like, if I'm in a club or something, I say, like, in most recent years, I was like, bro, we've been getting sections everywhere. Like, no matter, even if we was out of state, like, we just got a section. Because I was like, man, I don't want to be walking around. And I like us being able to create our own vibe in the vibe.
For sure.
Like, so like how Jay was saying, like, so we can be in the vibe of the club, but we still create our own vibe. Even like the birthday when in December, like when we all was together.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was like something like that, like where we all together, we can vibe and create our own vibe.
Nah, that was lit.
No,
And like
facts.
standing on the couches.
And
Yeah,
all you
like,
motherfuckers
something
who
about
hate
that.
buying sections, like, dog, days of y'all going to a club and spending $30 and having a good time is really the fuck over. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like,
Right at
That
your
nah,
neck.
that's a fact. Not coming like and not like when y'all got a squad and y'all just walking
Right.
around the club trying to find figure out like nah. I was
bro,
like,
if it's for more of us, we might as well get a section. That's
Yeah.
all I see it in my brain.
Yeah.
Buy 2-3 drinks and a couple shots, especially if you're buying drinks for, say you are buying drinks for a lady, say you are trying to be a gentleman to somebody, and that by that time you $100 in.
yeah.
You could have y'all together. That bottle might be $6. Now some of these clubs get out of pocket.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Some get out of pocket.
Yeah.
Like I ain't
Nah,
paying
that's a fact.
$200 for one fucking bottle.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's insane.
That's a fact.
But-
But and then in those cases too, if you got a section, people gonna come to you, the people you want. Like most of the people you want is what I'm
Oh,
talking
he got
about.
money.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you work for you, whatever. You work for Magic over there, probably like. So like, ooh, Deuce,
Hey yo,
Deuce on
Hilarious.
the
hilarious.
Not my man Deuce over there. That's a
Hey,
different
yo.
Deuce. That is we ain't sponsored and by them yet. Like, so that's why I was like, that's
Hey,
Mr.
yo.
If I do say so myself over there, that's what I'm talking about. You better talk.
But even
about
that idea, I feel like a lot of women be like that. Now, like when you talk about probably when around your 20s, and like around your 20s for you, and around that time.
Don't do that, man.
That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy. He
crazy.
did that. Like,
That's crazy.
like we ain't all the same age range. Like he said, around when like y'all and y'all 20.
Well,
y'all like,
when you was the
I'm
20,
like,
I
bro,
was the 20 yet. Well, we there, but we not right there. I was trying to give you. I
That
couldn't
was
get in the
dirty.
club yet like that. I was in there, but I wasn't supposed to be.
That was dirty.
But I'm saying
That
around.
was like,
Oh my God.
He tried to go over like we wasn't gonna catch it. I'm like,
'Cause
hold
it
up,
was not
bro.
meant to be
You
dirty.
making it sound like we are age and you just like 24 or something. Like, bro, you right there with us.
That was dirty.
He definitely did try to slip that in. Like,
Because when he started talking, I'm like, damn, I started really I started hearing two gaps of life
Yeah,
real
like-
quick. I'm like, damn, this is
yeah, because he said like when he said the y'all, I was like, what? Like,
Oh my God! Now if I
Dog.
called you an old motherfucker, then I would feel this way.
You
but
right behind-
I wasn't
you right.
saying that. That's what I'm saying. I just was trying to give you for what the frame I was referring to. That's all.
Nah, you
I
did-
was trying to say back then for all three of us, all
That-
four
you
of
ain't-
us, all four of us for back then. That the allure of that has kind of shifted. Like girls buy their own sections now. Like hookah is more of the thing than the drinks and the bottles are to me. Like yo, you got a hookah.
True.
And
That's true too.
that's the thing in the club. You got a hookah, you got a cup, and some of them make their own drink. But other than that, that shit ain't the allure it used to be. And
Yeah.
a lot of niggas still
Yeah.
do. Kind of like you talking about like buying new drinks. Just because you bought a bottle don't mean she got to stay over here with your bottle.
Yeah.
Like she can come get her drink and get back on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's on you.
I
If
used
you
to
bought
make-
this to get you a few minutes in a louder club, then you.
Yeah.
you
I used
crazy.
to make money off of dudes being thirsty like that in the club. Like, it was this one dude we used to call him Money Man. He got like this he got like this crazy lawsuit. Like he had got like struck by lightning or something like that. Wound up getting like a crazy lawsuit somehow.
That's
so,
a crazy story. to start
So
with.
now real talk. So he used to come through. He used to tip everybody hundreds. Like he got it. Like, you feel me? So we used to be on him. Like he come through. Like oh yeah, like, what is money, man? Like so. He used to always get a section or whatever like that. So sometimes like he was a corn dog. He's a corn dog, bro. Like so he'll come in or whatever. And sometimes like he'll actually like, yo man, like where the girls at, whatever. So I used to go around find some little fly joints like, yo, listen, like y'all trying to drink for free? Like yeah, yo, listen, like I ain't saying y'all gotta stay with dude, but listen, he thirsty. Like for me, y'all can get some drinks out of him, whatever. I'm like, y'all can slide. Like however y'all go about it after y'all get the drinks is on y'all. I'm just saying, like he giving away free drinks. He thirsty guy. Like for me, he'd be, oh dang, you got some little flight. Give me $100 just for getting people to a section. Like yeah, they just about to milk you. Ain't nothing crazy. Like
Starting the story off, he got struck by lightning. It's crazy. I couldn't get past that part. I was like, struck by lightning? Lightning, though?
I'm not saying it's crazy. Like I always be thinking,
And
I'm
how
like,
do
I
you
wonder
have
if he
a-
got superpowers or
Yeah,
something.
realistically, how does he have a lawsuit? I don't know how that works.
Honestly, I don't. It's something like with the city, like it's certain stuff that you can tap into. Like I honestly don't know. Like, but it's
Oh, you can sue some motherfucker. I
Like
know
if a tree,
lot of
like if
people
a tree
who-
fall
who-
on you and stuff, like you can sue the city for a tree falling on you and stuff. Like it's all
I
types.
can see that more than
I'm
than
just
struck
saying,
by
like-
lightning. Dang, like that.
Well, it depends on the case you got. Like, yo, because y'all had this here that led to me getting struck. I can see that.
really?
Like, trust
okay.
me, you get a lawyer. Some people lawyers will just take it because they taking your bread no matter what, and they know the city gonna settle.
Right.
Because we
That's
not
a
going to
crazy-
court with this motherfucker. I know people who live their lives off of getting checks. Like, go and do slip and falls. Yo, go and do this. Go and do that to make their bread.
That's a
like,
crazy
that's how
way to
people live
make
their
a
life.
living.
Yeah, like insurance fraud is that's definitely out there.
They get struck by lightning though. To talk about a story in the club, like that's a segue right there.
Hey,
I don't
Yeah,
know
bro.
what
It
it's
started when it was back on Thursday. I got struck by lightning, so I'm still kind of fried. Memory still kind of there, like. But all I remember is I like going to the club and buying
I was
drinks.
like,
and
nigga,
shit.
you
When
got
it, like-
struck by lightning?
Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, like when you said it and you start going on with the story, I'm over here like, he got struck by lightning, like.
And you and this bitch drinking, nigga?
Yeah,
you
like,
think you
that's
got
what-
more lives?
Listen, bro.
I'm like,
You caught a break, motherfucker. That shit could have
like,
been in.
You better take this second chance. Like,
Better be glad you had no chains in your pocket. As a barbecue.
Listen,
Sorry,
bro.
money man. I don't know you, sir. But
that's his name too, Bunny Man.
that's what he said. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sorry
I'm
about
gonna say,
that.
I
But
don't know-
yeah,
I don't know his name.
I still think that's
Money
crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I'd have tried to milk her too. Like, yo, I'm gonna get people over here. I was smooth and started calling my sisters up. Like, yo, come get this money for me. Like, yo, come get. You want to have a good time, and I'm trying to get this money. So like,
Nah, word
let's
up.
come over here. Like, you ain't gotta do nothing with him. Just keep that man company.
Oh, you stumbled upon a great topic after I don't know how much long time we got, but nobody watched the Ice-T. Y'all didn't watch the Ice-T Drink Champs, right? That's just me. I'm a nigga that love Drink Champs. Dog, Ice-T was on there talking about like his start in pimp culture and how how a lot of what he adapted was from that, but he was never a pimp. But he had chicks who were runners, like if in situations that some people do peculiar and get into, you might have somebody on your team that might have to do a job that is to go be a honeypot. Like, yo, go talk to this nigga, get him sweet in so we can run in and get the bread. Would y'all consider that pimping?
Yeah.
It
all
it's
depends
a
how you
form.
looking
It's
at
a
it.
form.
I mean, that's
It's a
what I'm
form of
saying.
pimping. It's
I
a form.
don't. But how is it pimping if they choosing to do that themselves? Like, it's a team. They know that. I'm not saying
I mean,
like,
that's
you gotta
still
go do
pimping,
this. That's
Because
the
I'm about to
whole
say,
They still
because
choose
it's
to go do,
it's
like-
still an agreement. Like,
Yeah.
like you
all
still
like-
we still in cahoots, so it's still like it might not be as in control like it's me slapping you around for some hundreds. But
It's like the different ways. Like you can trick different ways. You can. Hey,
I
yo.
tried not to laugh so bad saying that too. I'm like, bro,
Instead of slapping you around for some hundreds, that shit was
be like that. Like,
dog. What you saying?
Yo.
This is our get canceled episode. Make Eddie face the cover on his.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. Like
These are all Eddie clips. I wasn't even here today. I don't know who basement you shot this bitch.
you know the disclaimers I say every time you say that stuff in them episodes. I be like, that is him saying it. It is not me. It is not me. Oh
yeah,
man.
no, he was heavy talking about how like that culture had it could be. I saw this next conversation on Twitter where somebody was trying to convince a girl that like pimping can be a positive thing for them. Like, yo, you
It
like
depends
you
how
see
you
just
look
how
at it.
like how somebody will partner with a label, like an artist will partner with a label to further their career. He said you get.
You got a point. You got a point.
Go ahead, elaborate. You said he got a
Nah,
point.
I
I want
uh,
Marcus to. He said he got a point.
No, I said you got a point.
Oh, that's not my point. That's another nigga on Twitter. Hey, Jay does not
No,
agree with
because
pimping.
I said it all depends on how you invest in someone, and it's your asset, and you send them out to make your money. It all depends on how you look at it. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm like, my disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but
He said
I said,
So
but it
you
all
could
depends
equate
on how I
that
look.
when you were looking
because
for a
we may
label,
not
you was
look-
getting pimped.
Huh?
So when you was looking for a label, you was looking to be getting pimped.
I'm about to say we
I ain't
wasn't looking
looking-
at it. I'm about to say we wasn't looking at it like that, but it's a form. It's definitely a form.
Be. Like, they can, the higher powers can think that, like, yo, man, we going, well, they doing that with our culture. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mentally, you could think like now. I'm not saying then you thought about that, but if you think about that, it's kind of like looking for a pimp.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not agreeing with it, but I said it can be.
No, I say because they can send me on these press runs and doing all of this. I can could accumulate 10 million and only see one of it. And I'm definitely getting pimped because I'm out here doing the hard work. I'm out here going 24 hours plus without sleeping. And I'm out here on the cameras doing this and making y'all look good when I'm trying to make the money for myself. And all, like you said, like all I got to show for it is 10% of it. Like,
and the name attached to it. Like that's why I was like, no, it can be. It can be however you look at it. Not saying it's right, but it's all depend how you look at it, baby.
I say shit. You see, even Mace even said it. Like he could have been playing, even though he wasn't. Like he was saying it as a joke or whatever. He said, "I'm Diddy 2.0" when he was talking about Fabio in that one video. So I'm like, bro,
that shit kind of went
real.
away like nothing to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro,
like what Mace is doing now with his career and. Understand that Fabio shit for me, my brain kind of was like, dog, is it because you got some of the bread from that and now you were able to turn the show with you and Cam?
And it could be the attachment to Cam and like keeping himself relevant, but I don't know.
I'm about to say a lot of that stuff just be what are y'all gonna get on Mace about? That's been going on, like and the higher ups don't want that type of message just to be, oh, this is what happens out there. We're going to get rid of that real quick. Like, yo, this is like, NFL owners and like the owners and stuff like, yo, like as far as NBA goes, like when Rudy Gobert, he demanded damn near 6 first-round picks and all, like, bro, it's one person making a big mistake for all of us. Hold on, AJ, you cool with it? You ain't tripping, right? Nah, he's wilding about that. Yeah, we going to Kevin Durant get traded. He can't even accumulate 6 first-rounders like Gobert did just because the higher ups is like, bro, we not about to make this a thing. Like, so it's like
I'm trying to remember. I thought she was talking about the COVID situation, but you talking about.
I'm talking about like just like basketball, like
so.
Like no, I'm talking about like him.
No,
I'm saying I just mean it as far as like just using an example. Like when he got traded, he demanded so many first rounders, and before it could become a thing, the owners are talking to each other like, yo, we not about to make this a thing because now Kevin Durant wants to get traded. He's worth way more than what Gobert's worth. Like, so before we can make this a thing, we about to shut all of that shit down. So he's going to go for maybe 3 first rounders and like 6 second round pick swaps or something like that instead of what Gobert went for. I'm just saying like as far as like the higher things being in cahoots. So
I got you.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I never looked at it like that. And I'm definitely not saying that about anybody because I enjoy the NBA and like in sports. But it's like the way you said it right after talking about the pimping thing, I was like,
that's real.
That sound like slavery now.
But that's why they hated LeBron so much for him being the first person to be like, yo, I'm unrestricted. I'm going to you feel me? Because that's where all of that started. Like, oh, the player power stuff. Now it's no more like, yo, we got sole control over what y'all do. Now that's why so many people like, yo, I'm forcing my way to get it traded to here because if it was the other way around, y'all like for Kawhi, y'all sent me to Toronto. Y'all didn't want me to go win there. I just did my thing like because I'm that good. Yep. But y'all wasn't sending me there to go win. Like
yeah.
So it's like it's stuff like that. And so like like they'll do what's good for them because they're the higher ups, but like you try to go do something for yourself now it's like it's looked at as it's frowned upon.
Oh
so
yeah, why would you do that? Because
so it's like
they don't want you to learn what they know.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like it's all like it give me that form of pimping like it's a form, like it's all a form because you can control an ignorant person. Like if they don't know, if they can't read or really know what's going on in this stuff or know where to pay attention, where to look, you can easily control them. Like
yeah, I mean, but you don't gotta be ignorant. You could just be desperate. Like
I mean that too, that too. But it's like, but you're so desperate that you're not reading it. Like you're not thinking. Like that's still a form. I can still be a form of ignorance that you just still want to think to. But I am with you. Like people do things out of desperation just to get a check. But it's like, yo, what? You don't know you sign that thing in blood sometimes. Like, so yeah, is it worth that?
That's what people say a lot. Like right now in the world, the writer's strike is going on and the actor's strike now on top of it. And people are, and the whole issue is the same thing the musicians go through every day. Mm-hmm. Like they're really fighting against streaming, which artists kind of have no way to fight against. And it's like every artist, when it comes to the conversation, like, yo, why don't y'all unionize? Why don't y'all get your shit together? Well, I mean, what about, because this person is living here and they offering him all this money, so he going to take it no matter what. And at a point, I feel like as a people, we got to get above that. Like, dog, our desperation to get our situation should not allow you to say fuck everybody around you.
And I think that's just us as black folks, too. if we really adopted that mentality, all of us, things would change a lot for us.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like for the betterment of
facts.
ourselves.
Facts.
But I understand sometimes you do gotta when you from the struggle and like you get millions offered, like yo, sometimes you just know like you can get yourself out of that situation. So
But you
gotta
gotta believe that if
yourself.
they offer you the millions, there's more out there, and they're gonna give it to you the right way.
And I'm about to say, being transparent, like I saw this video of this lady talking about that. Like she was a writer. She did like screenwriting and like some other things or whatever. And she was saying like how like they can go from making like something like I don't want to like throw out like wrong numbers. I just being example.
I can give you
but
a
like
number.
she said something was like $20K to like $200K. Like so she said that she wrote like a season for something on Hulu. She did like 2 shows, and she said that year she made like almost like 200,000. She said the next year, because she was unemployed, she only made 38. And she said and she was saying like it's crazy how sometimes you can be in contract like only for like that specific show or whatever, and a season might not come out for another 2 years. So she's like, yo, they force you to be unemployed for these couple years. Like sometimes they got to like in the contract that you can't sign with other people and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, like that's like back to what we saying is like all getting to a form of slavery. Like
if y'all getting into my shit with that writers and actors strike, that shit is like, I'm paying attention so much because that means so much for every one of the rest of us. They're fighting against AI, which is coming for your jobs already. They're fighting against corporate CEOs who are greedy.
I hate that shit.
They're fighting against. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the reason why, like, you know, in my case too, like that was one of them situations I am paying attention to. Like, yo, what is like? I really want to know this because this is the field I'm trying to be in and already started in. So it's like these are the things I want to pay attention to because this ultimately can
affect me.
Yeah,
I'm the same way on that. So it's a thing where everybody needs to always like. That's why I like that they went on strike now because it's a check-in. Because like what he's talking about is back then you had shows like Friends who can go on syndication. So like after 5 years back then you on regular TV with ad money, how the money come in. Of course we keeping it going next season because like yo we trying to get to syndication where this show can run forever.
Absolutely.
Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin, things we saw growing up that these people will eat for the rest of their life on who got good contracts back then. Because even back then they was giving black people the bad deals. Like as you see what Friends made compared to what Living Single, and they all still on TV the same way. But the goal for a writer would be yo once my show gets to 5 seasons I can retire one show. So of course you would sign a deal to be committed to one show, but over time as streaming has came, and now okay I don't need you for this season or that because now I'm focused on the next show here. This here we gotta have new exciting things, and we'll get back to that later. You're not getting paid at all, like, and there's no residual checks. So like similar story like the girl who wrote on I can't remember the show she wrote on exactly, but she wrote on something for Netflix and they give you a big check in the beginning, but as the show second, like a year later, no, it was Disney Plus. She wrote on, I think Loki or something, and the next year that check, she got a nice big starting bonus, and then for residuals, $398 for a show that just came out last year. That's insane. You know how people probably still watching that show on Disney Plus, how many streams it still got, but because of the way they have taken that Netflix model and shifted, just like Musiq with DSPs, have shifted the model, and now the people got to catch up to it. And hopefully we catch up like all across the board. Like I think, yo, artists go unionize. Go get your shit together. Take care of each other, dog. Stop with all like, dog. We gotta get rid of in our culture that yo, I gotta have all the money to myself to buy the most dumbest shit to myself. Like, dog, you don't gotta buy the stupid shit to be on still. That shit's going away. Just like the whole shit with like our culture, hip hop is taking its time getting to that bigger part of music to where it's like, I don't give a fuck what country music stars do. I don't give a fuck what rock stars do. Soon we'll get there with hip hop. I don't care if you snitching. I don't care what you doing in your raps. It's just you rap. That's your talent and that's it. You're not tied. It's not tied to every part of the culture like how rap and street culture is. Like with Gunna being who he is today, niggas who hate, I'm not an advocate for you snitching when you involved in some shit. Yeah. But to see that it's moving away from that is kind of I want to get rid of that shit. I want artists to stop fucking dying. Like that shit is insane right now.
Yeah. So we'll wrap. Anything else y'all want to say? Jay, like, man,
just I'm about to say just the last thing about like the writers like the strikes and stuff. It was this one actor he played on I want to say he played on Issa's show. I can't remember. Was it Insecure?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The dude with like the green eyes or whatever. And I seen him post up something like he got like like a X amount of checks in the mail. Like it was like a few of them. Like let's say it was like 20 checks or something like that in the mail. He like thinking like, yo, I got like, you know, some residuals coming in or whatever. And he was like, yo, like the shit all added up to like $58. It was something like so absurd. Like he had like multiple checks. Like he was thinking like, yo, like he was, you know, you see, like, say if you seen 20 checks in the mail, you instantly know, like, bro, I know for a fact I got a couple, like, and he was like, bro, this shit.
About to go to the mall on him. Swing
Like,
up
bro,
the
this
KOP.
shit was a pair of Skechers. Like, I'm like, bro, that type of stuff is messed up, bro. Like, something got to give.
Yes.
Close us out.
So I'm going to just say, make sure your business right, brothers and
Absolutely.
sisters. But we thank y'all for tuning in for the King Status podcast with me, Mr. Moore the King, along with
EdBuck LC.
Jay Doucet.
If I
I
do
do
say,
say so myself.
On the
DJ
ones
Magic
and
on the
twos.
ones and twos.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for tuning in. Please remember to like, share. Yo, you thought? Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe and follow us. All the all the information.
And
is
go
in
watch
the
all the old
description.
content. We got like 15, 16 episodes up
Yeah,
now.
right.
Go watch our back catalog, motherfucker.
Right.
I need all of mine.
And remember, no one can fit the crown that's meant for you. I'm Mr. Moore the King, and we out.